Hello everyone, welcome to this interview. I was in Uganda last March. I wanted to know in first hand how the orphanages are working there, the history of the managers of the orphanages, and also their planning for the future in these centers. I was there with Freda Grayson, who is the interviewer, and I want to introduce her with some words from her directly. Freda Grayson from the state of California is visiting 3 orphanages in Uganda, East Africa, that she sponsored. One in Bugiri, Nalubagwe Children Care Foundation, founded by Omusi Deo. One in Iganga, Smile for All, founded by Nalugada Edrisa. And one in Kampala, Lord's Glory Children Foundation, founded by Ronald Sesanga. The overall purpose for the trip was to connect with the founders of the orphanages, spend time with the children, and see firsthand the struggles the founders endure to sustain daily basic needs for the children that they care for. When she departed, she understood the desperation of providing a simple plate of food, the importance of educating the children to give them an opportunity for a better life, self-esteem by providing them with proper shoes and clothing, security by ensuring that they have a roof over their heads, a bed and pillow to rest their body and heads at night. And I felt honored and blessed to play a role in making their lives a little better. The love and gratitude that we receive from the children will always put a smile on our face and a joy in our heart.
Good day, viewers. Today we have the opportunity to interview Ronald Sesanga on what it takes to run an orphanage in Kampala, Uganda, East Africa. So we're going to start by introducing Ronald, and he's going to take the opportunity to explain and tell us a little bit about who he is and how he went about, or what it took for him to become an overseer of children. So, Ronald, explain to the viewers who you are and what it is that you do in your orphanage.
Good afternoon, viewers. My name's Sesanga Ronald from Uganda, and I'm a 23-year-old kid. So I'm representing my foundation, the Lord's Glory Children's Foundation, and it's found in Uganda, Kampala. So it all started when I was still young, some years back, and I had, like, my parents, when they were still alive, it was good. Then God messed up when I started losing one by one of my parents. And I first lost my dad.
At what age were you then?
I think I was like 7 when I lost my dad.
Okay, are you the only sibling?
No, they told me I have a sister, but
You haven't seen her.
yeah.
Okay.
So I was left with my mom for a more period of time, and later I lost her too.
And how old were you then?
I was left out because everyone was just ignoring, just ignored me, and had nowhere to go.
How old were you? 8, 10, 12,
No, I was like 13.
13?
Yeah,
So you were preteen at that time.
yeah. So I had nowhere else to go. I had like to look for something to eat, like to earn a living.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to join the streets, because on the streets you can walk around the roadsides and maybe find some help from those people who can help. Maybe also join the other kids you can find there, other people. So and try to find something to eat, or maybe like other places where you can get shelter.
So that's what they consider street kids, right? That's what they're called, street kids. They don't have parents, or they get abandoned by parents and they have nowhere to go. So they kind of roam the streets looking for shelter and food and, the challenges of surviving on a daily basis. That's
Maybe like a street kid is that kid that just hang around, just move around looking for hope. If you need medical hope, then like you have to go around the streets, and like you find someone, you greet him or her and try to inform her about you, about your needs. Maybe if he can help, then that will be a blessing to you.
And for how many years? You became a street child at 13, which is a preteen. So how many years were you on the street?
I was lucky that I didn't spend my time on the street, because it was not even a year. Because in that year, as something bad happened in that time. And as I was beside on the certain shop, like across in the night when I was sleeping, I think it was like 12 or 1 in the morning, and I heard some voices, and had to wake up and see what's happening. So I found out that there were some people across the street trying to rob, to break into a shop.
To break into a store.
Yeah, to break into a store, and when I realized what they were trying to do, I had to shout to them, so that so my mind told me if I shout to them, they will run away. But instead, they didn't run away. They just came to me and they beat me severely, and I had to lose my eye that night. I was in pain the whole night. In Kampala, in the night, it's a low population. Even if you shout, it's rarely to get hope during the night. So I had to be left on the street side in pain until when it was like 11. Oh, no, it was like 6 or 5:30 in the morning. There are those people that go into Kampala to do wholesale trading. To come.
They found you?
They found me. Some lady found me and tried to call other people, like to carry me to the hospital. So I was lucky that I could survive and got medication. And as a responsible parent, she had to ask me about me, like, who do you live with, where are your parents? And I had to tell her my story. So when I shared my story to her, she was like, can you come and live along with me?
So she helped you along?
Yeah, she helped me, and I managed like to get a shelter at first, to get care, and to acquire education.
Mm-hmm.
Because I completed my secondary 6 exams, and I couldn't join the university because of the financial problems.
So how did you go from being a street kid to now running a foundation that takes care of street children like you once were?
That lady who opened me, it was a foreigner. He was from Congo. He was a refugee. He was a refugee from Congo, and time reached that she had to go back to the country, and she couldn't go with me.
Or she couldn't take you with her?
Yeah, but luckily I had started working, and I could rent a room for myself because I was working. I could start feeding myself. But in that process of working and feeding myself, I could get some time and go around the streets, to help my fellows.
The other little street kids?
Yeah, because it was like my foundation where I came from. So I could go pass by them and, drop some coins, anything that I can, or maybe food. But that was some time back, maybe in 2020, because I had just joined the internet recently.
So so you were able to get her to establish yourself. Then you went about helping the street kids that you saw. So how did you go about establishing a foundation? Like, why did you, because you could have just went and lived your life, but you chose to dedicate yourself to creating a foundation to house and feed street kids. How?
On the streets, we both live like brothers and sisters. So when time reached that I was hooked and had a better life more than the street kid, I was like, my brothers are still on the street. My sisters are still on the street suffering, starving. And sometimes when it was like nighttime, I could go around the streets and see some kids really having a hard time to sleep. They are just outside. They have no beddings. It's cold sometimes. So I had to start like letting in some of them. Come.
So you would bring them to where you were staying?
Yeah.
To take care of them?
Yeah. Like one by one, you end up like finding out that the whole street needs help, needs shelter. So that's how I started. And now the kids are more than 30. Because when nutritionists to do the feeding, you can find out that a lot of people are hungry, like need some food.
Yes.
And you can just chase them out.
So how many years have you been with your foundation?
I've been with it's like 2 years.
3 years? And how many children? 2 years? And how many children do you have?
Like in my foundation, I have like 32.
32?
Yeah, but there are those other kids that join around
children
with single moms, single dads, and others live with their grannies, So they come, we hang around.
So do you, what kind of struggles do you go through trying to, because because 32, you said 32 children? 32. So that's a whole, so okay, so that's a lot of children to support. So what are the challenges that you face with these children on a daily basis, you know, to feed them? Because here in East Africa you have 3 school semesters. I know other countries they have 2, but here is 3. So what are the challenges that you face trying to keep the kids, you know, the children fed and dressed and educated on a regular basis?
The most challenge is food and shelter, because I don't have like a big shelter
To house them all.
And like the beddings are not enough. Some kids, like we use mattresses on the floor. Some kids lack beddings, and you know food is like the main problem.
Yes.
Then some medication, because you can find out that among the 32 and more kids, you find out that you have like, there must be a child who gets sick like in a month, maybe 2 of them. So medication is also a problem, because here in Uganda, treatment is a bit expensive. So, and the shelter, it's a small shelter, and we are renting. You know, it's not our shelter. We have to pay a fee,
Like a monthly rent to just keep a roof over their heads. And then, so do you have like a GoFundMe link that people can go on and donate if they choose to kind of help out with, because they probably need clothing too, right? So it's food, clothing, school fees, just basic essentials for any human being in order for them to survive.
We have a GoFundMe page, and we have like PayPal, the PayPal account.
Oh, PayPal.
In the names of Sasangro now. And we have a post office box. Like if you want to donate like clothes or maybe other stuff, like to send it to Uganda, you can use that address. But you know, there are some charges that they charge on the items. So if you would like to donate through the post office box, you also have to take care of these charges, because you know,
there's charges in order for them to release the packages to you.
It's improper to send a donation and we don't receive it. It's so you can if you want to donate, you can use GoFundMe page, you can use PayPal, you can use the PO box if you're donating like some physical stuff. Then you can use Western Union, then you can use World Remit, you can use MoneyGram. You know, all you need is the information, the inbox for the information, and then do the donation.
The donation. Okay, so we want to thank Ronald for taking the opportunity to open up to us and explain to us what Street Kids mean and the challenges that he now has taking care of street children. He has a GoFundMe link and other different links for those that would like to donate. So it's going to be in the bottom of the page. And so we want to take the opportunity to thank you, Ronald, for opening up to us and sharing your story.
It's my pleasure, because it has been your support, like you people out there. It has been your support, and we call upon you for more support, because you've really been a blessing to us, and may God bless you.